Make your point on the News Hour. Join Arnab every night on the News Hour with your question. Ask your question and join the debate.
Ratan Sharda, M R Venkatesh and Sambit Patra are on one side. Ajay Alok and Sudhindra Bhadoria are on the other. Right now it's 3 versus 2. It will soon be 3 versus 4 because Rahul Narvekar and M B Rajesh of the CPIM will be joining us on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight on the subject of not Subramanian Swamy, but Swamy versus Subramaniam, as in Subramaniam Swamy versus Arvind Subramanian. Sorry, it's a bit confusing, but that's how it is. Now the question is this, and no, I mean you're laughing, MR, but that's what the situation is right now, isn't it? Ajay Alok and Sambit Patra will open the debate tonight. 1 second.
What is a year versus a year?
Well, the debate tonight starting with Ajay Alok and Sambit Patra. Ajay Alok, you can start out. I mean, what does one say? What an embarrassment for the ruling party of India. They had to themselves once again distance themselves from their own creation, a person called Subramanian Swamy, their own member of parliament, legitimately their own party member and leader in the Rajya Sabha. You ended the whole day saying that you don't believe in him. For a party, Sambit Patra, that wastes no time to latching on to the divide among your political opponents, look at you today. Just look at you. You have found yourself having to acknowledge that you are no different. You are the same. In fact, you're worse. Third, for the first time, you have had to publicly criticize Subramanian Swamy. You heard what Arun Jaitley said. I mean, is there something called party discipline in the BJP? Do you believe in this concept? Sambit Patra? Are you scared of Subramanian Swamy? Of the consequences of taking on Subramanian Swamy? Is there a sense of fear and foreboding that if you take him on, he will do to you what he does to the Gandhis?
I want to answer.
No, you need him in the Rajya Sabha to rattle the Congress party.
Okay, the question is not...
No. You need him in the National Herald case against the Gandhis. He was the complainant in the 2G case. But for God's sake, discipline. Some modicum of discipline within your party. Your people are asking you that question now. Remember that, Sambit Patra. It's not Ajay Alok who's going to ask you that question. BJP people are asking you the question, ki kya hua? What's gone wrong with the BJP now? Yes, Sambit, please continue.
So Arnab, your opening question was, isn't this a big embarrassment for the party? Isn't this something which the party should really be pondering over? I would say, what is an embarrassment for the party or for the government? Embarrassment is when...
Oh, you mean this is not an embarrassment for the BJP? You're very proud of what has happened.
I'll answer that.
You're very proud of the fact that you're having to publicly rebuke a senior. You're happy about that.
Arnab, if you allow me some time, I'm going to answer that very candidly. I'm not going to hold back. But I would say that as far as embarrassment and shameful attitude is concerned, that would be when the party was embroiled in corruption as the previous government. Party would be embarrassed if the government would not have been able to take India forward on the economical ground. On all these fronts, the party and the government which is ruling this country has been extremely successful. As far as what we are discussing today is concerned, I would categorically say that minor debates should not shadow our major achievements. Today our opponents do not have any matter on which they can debate and take on Bharatiya Janata Party government, on which they can criticize the Prime Minister, on which they can criticize the Finance Minister, on which they can criticize Amit Shah, the chief of the party. And that's the reason as to why minor debates become focus of their point of discussion rather than major issues. And secondly, as far as what Mr. Swamy said, well, look, your question, what is official? As far as the official word is concerned, the official word comes from the office itself. And in this case, the office is two. One, as far as the party is concerned, Mr. Amit Shah is the office because it's a presidential system. And today the Bharatiya Janata Party...
And what is Subramanian Swamy? Law into himself?
Clear.
No. What is Subramanian Swamy? Law into himself? No, what is Subramanian?
I'll answer that. No, I would not say. I would not say loyal to himself. I would say as far as the
you're looking embarrassed today, Sambit, as you're answering that question. You're not understanding the consequences of this confusion.
I'll tell you when I would look embarrassed.
You are
I would not come for debate the day when my government would be responsible for a corruption of single paisa. Till that day, I would not be embarrassed. I would never run away from a debate. I will always stand here defending and fighting because I know
this is the corruption of the highest order.
One second.
This is the corruption of the highest order.
Is Ajay Alok. Yeah,
what rubbish you are talking?
Yeah, Ajay Alok.
Corruption of highest order.
Mr. Sambit Patra, what rubbish you are talking? If we are to believe Mr. Subramanian Swamy, this is the corruption of the highest order. Because he alleged that Mr. Arvind Subramanian caused the Congress to stick on to the GST and not run the parliament. And Niti Aayog chairman, which is appointed by the Prime Minister, is asking the opposition not to let the parliament function. This is the corruption of the highest order. What rubbish you are talking about? If you are giving that logic. Number two, you have to learn from the wisdom of your seniors like Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Let him speak.
There are three types of people in the world. One who learns mistakes from others and never makes mistakes. Number two, who make mistakes and learn from that. And third, who never learn from the mistakes. You should have learned from Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee why he chose to keep people like Subramanian Swamy at bay. We all know here that he's a spoiled genius. He's a misguided missile. And now it's up to you what this misguided missile is going to cause harm. Because if Mr. Subramanian Swamy is correct, if Mr. Subramanian Swamy is correct in what he alleges, this is the corruption of the highest order. Listen to me, don't talk of Lalu Prasad. If this is right, what Mr. Subramanian Swamy is alleging, this is corruption of the highest order. Because Prime Minister appointed person is asking Congress to disrupt the Parliament on GST, that means Prime Minister never wanted the Parliament to function. This is the charge. He's not making charges against Arun Jaitley or anyone. He's directly making charges against your Prime Minister. If that is so, if Subramanian Swamy charges are true, then you must apologize in front of the nation that why PM chose to do so. Through Arvind Subramanian.
I mean, you
and
understand.
If he's wrong,
you understand this.
Subramanian Swamy is in the party.
The question is very serious, and I think the BJP needs to answer this question tonight. No, I think the Rahul Narvekar, welcome to the debate. Sambit Patra, you know what, don't change the goalposts and ask questions about what's happening in Bihar. When there are questions to be asked about what happens in Bihar and the duality of what's going on between the JDU and the RJD, we ask those questions. At that time, we stay focused. We stay focused tonight on the issue, the controversy, the individual, the headline grabber called Subramanian Swamy, and your utter and abject inability to discipline him. I mean, ministers have to be constantly distancing themselves from their own partymen. Happens nowhere. Your partymen are attacking and undermining high-ranking officials appointed by the government itself. Happens nowhere. Your own speaker line that is completely out of sync with your own party line. Happens nowhere. The government's development discourse is steered, of course, by discordant notes. Happens nowhere, right? And most importantly, and I'd like Sudhindra Bhadoria to come in, he wants to come into the debate, and M B Rajesh joining the debate right now. There is no censure. There is no rap on the knuckles. For someone who embarrasses his own government repeatedly, the debate is on. So Sudhindra Bhadoria is on the debate.
Subramanian Swamy is a person who has been in politics for a long time, and let me tell the viewers today that Dr. Swamy, from the days of Janata Party, he first attacked Chandrasekhar. He attacks, then after that Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And whichever party he remains in, he is a loose cannon, he will attack the top. And let me tell you, he does it with a purpose. And here in the BJP, he is doing it with a purpose. He has even attacked Arun Jaitley. This is not the Arvind Subramanian that he's attacking first time. He says the finance minister doesn't know the finance. He has, and this is the whole problem with the BJP. The BJP, which said that we are a party with a difference, is now only a party with differences. It has differences when Niranjan Jyoti makes a statement. The Prime Minister says he has, I'm sorry about it. it will not happen again. And then hereinafter, every time some minister, Giriraj Singh or somebody other, they keep on issuing a statement. BJP cannot discipline its people, and now the BJP is in a disarray, and that is what has been proved in this statement of Dr. Subramanian Swamy.
Should I remind you of one Mr. Maurya today? Only today the glass house
yes, I know.
left
He's
by Maurya.
going to be. I know these
so
malls that
staying
you
in
are
glass
trying to
houses
buy
should
out.
not store
We
throne
know
and
the
others.
malls that we don't have any love for malls. You can keep them. You can keep
No,
them.
you should today explain as to why Mayawati was collecting money for distributing tickets.
Your party.
That is blatant act of corruption.
And money power, which you did in Delhi.
No, sir, my simple question is, rather than shouting at me, you should explain as to why Mayawati was amassing.
But you need to answer. The nation
Well, from the poor people of Uttar Pradesh for distributing tickets.
And not a party
Staying in a glass
No,
house.
the charge so serious. The charge so serious. And I welcome to the debate Ratan Sharda right now, along with R Venkatesh and Rahul Narvekar. A charge so serious. Viewers, remember, what is Subramanian Swamy's accusation today against his own government? His accusation is that within the government, there is a top official at the level of chief economic advisor who is doing insider trading on an issue of national importance like the GST bill with an opposition party. It's not a small charge, M R Venkatesh. It's a major charge. It's a major charge, Ratan Sharda.
Yeah, let me first.
And the people want to know whether that charge is right or wrong. If that charge is wrong, if that charge is wrong, why is the person making the charge allowed to get away? Ratan Sharda.
If this is done by others, I mean,
which others?
I mean, if Swamy speaks, that should be called freedom of expression. He's a senior man of the party. He's a
member of your party. He's been nominated. He's been nominated by the BJP to the Rajya Sabha.
There are people sitting here who are running feudal parties, family dictatorships. There are people here right here who are opposing Lalu and Nitish together, NCP, Congress. They are all working through family parties. So they have no freedom of expression. They can't understand it.
Is Subramanian Swamy a member of the BJP? Is he a member of the BJP? Is he nominated? Is he nominated by the BJP to the Rajya Sabha? No, he has a right to speak, but he's nominated or
not, that is up to the government.
No, you can't control him. What's the problem? What's the problem?
You have some. That's another story.
No, what is the problem? Why can't you control him? Reveal that to the country today.
Controlled is freedom of expression.
Freedom of expression.
If you say,
so this is the new model.
Stop, then it's a dictatorship.
Okay.
If you stop it, you say Modi is authoritarian. If he lets him speak, you say he's not. I mean, he's indisciplined. He has said something. Let Jaitley and Modi not decide not to follow him.
He's saying things
say
which
that he will not agree with it. They have already said it.
Your government is being projected like a divided house. That's what.
Point is, Arnab, problem is with Swamy, not with what he says.
What is the problem with Swamy?
Because he says it. Everybody, you have to find out. What he said is wrong.
You're saying people have a problem with Swamy.
Is it wrong that Arvind in 2013 criticized Modi Gujarat model? Is it wrong that he supported WTO against India?
What has that got to do with his job as a chief economic advisor of India?
You have a chief economic advisor who does not believe in Modi. He came in, if that is a fact, whether you like it or not, it's a fact. So if it has been brought out,
if that's an issue, I'm so sorry. Ratan Sharda, I'm so sorry. If someone has to have a problem with that, it has to be Mr. Modi himself. Right? But Subramanian Swamy is saying Rahul Narvekar
have an opinion. It's up to you.
Rahul Narvekar
to agree or not.
Rahul Narvekar's
opinion. Let him agree or not.
Rahul Narvekar into the debate, please, and M.R. Venkatesh can also come in. I see a lack of conviction tonight in the BJP. Honestly. I mean, question is Subramanian Swamy bound by party discipline or not? And if he is, then why is it that he doesn't stop? He is your representative in the Rajya Sabha. He represents
the party listening to Azam Khan. You have Congress, a Communist Party throwing away a leader in Bengal because they are tied up with Congress. So every party has shown up dealing with the people. Here is a party which allows people to speak, and they don't agree with him. They don't follow his rules. That's
so this is by the way what I'm hearing.
What's wrong with that?
What I'm hearing today, and the debate is open.
Was anything wrong when he raised points against Rajan?
What he is speaking is correct.
Pardon me. Yes. What's Ajay Alok? Yeah.
You accept that?
Yeah, Ajay Alok.
What he is speaking, Subramanian Swamy, is that correct?
Take that. I said he has right to speak. I said he has right to speak, and
we should take that. Then this is the corruption of the highest order done at the behest of Prime
BJP has a right not to listen. Why are you getting disturbed? You are a person who are tied up with a corrupt
I want to know
person.
That is the Prime Minister is the person who doesn't want that the Parliament should function.
What right you have to speak?
So he sends
You belong to a party which has no independence, which has no democratic norms.
Stick to your guns.
You
don't relent on GST.
Don't
let the Parliament function. Doing so.
You have a party which has got whole family as MP and MLAs. You listen to them. You have a party which is tied up with a corrupt, jailed politician. You have no right to speak about corruption or about Swamy. BJP knows how to handle their rebels. You have no reason. You don't know how to handle your party.
No, if Swamy is, I agree with you. No, one second. If Swamy has a right to speak, okay. I say yes, Swamy has a right to speak, right? If he is saying what he is saying, then he can say it. Say it within the party. Why are you speaking to the media? Why are you putting it out on Twitter? You are not a private citizen. You are not Robert Vadra. You have 2.8. You have 2.8. Oh, so he's the Digvijay Singh of the BJP. So that's what you're saying.
No. It is.
That's an interesting argument. That's an interesting
interpretation.
So what did you mean Digvijay Singh did it?
I said if they can speak against Prime Minister, he is not speaking against Prime Minister. He is speaking against a technocrat which has got serious issues. And if they want to keep him on, let them
he has been appointed by the Prime Minister.
I am saying, did Arvind
or the Ministry did anything to do something?
Simplify taxation. Was advisor not supposed to simplify taxation? Did he simplify taxation? Did he made any effort to make taxation simple?
Sudhindra Bhadoria.
Mr. Bhadoria, you have no democracy in party. Who are you to speak about democracy?
No, we have democracy and we have everything. That is the debate on the
common man.
Why you are trying to
today? Then he should be asked questions.
News cannon
what kind of policies is he following?
What
kind of guidance is given to the government?
You can't do anything.
Listen to him, sir.
I have
listen to him, sir. Listen to him.
News cannon is going to be there. Each day you will be embarrassed and you will sound helpless. You will not be able to do anything. You will be almost helpless and you cannot do anything.
Let BJP
Dr. Swamy, if you
that
can,
is BJP's problem, not your problem.
Otherwise, don't
do you agree
don't
that
say that
Arvind did not do anything for the common man? Did he simplify fiscal rules? Did he simplify taxations? That is the question. Did Arvind do the right thing for the common citizens of India? That is my question.
No, so
is GST the only excuse?
So this government,
you are doing a GST excuse, not simplifying laws.
So 1 second. Ratan Sharda. So I understand this. So this government will now be run as per the Twitter diktats.
As per your diktats?
Twitter diktats.
Media tell what to do.
Twitter diktats.
Media tell what government will do. No, media cannot dictate.
Twitter diktats.
Opposition.
Ratan Sharda.
Done by BJP.
Ratan Sharda, please, I'm only making an observation that appears to me right now that the understanding is given the very meek tones of Sambit Patra on the Newshour debate tonight. It appears to me, given the kind of, given the tight, timid response of Sambit Patra on the Newshour tonight, it appears to me tonight, and I have my right.
So Sambit, please start shouting.
Ratan Sharda, I have my right to study body language, appearances, words, adjectives, phrases used by panelists from the Newshour tonight.
My opponents are digging traps for me, wanting me to fall into the traps. Why should I shout and fall into those traps?
No, please
when
don't.
My government, when the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister and other ministers are doing fantastic job for this country, these opponents have no other work but to dig traps. Swamy, Yogi Adityanath.
Subramanian Swamy has taken into traps.
In the trap.
Sambit Patra, you remind me of someone today.
Why this is a trap?
Sambit, on a lighter note, listen, Sambit.
You're already in a trap,
No, Sambit, listen. No, just a minute, Ratan Sharda. You remind me of someone today, Sambit, right, who is in the middle of a large mudslide, falling deep into quicksand. He's got two hands outstretched.
No.
And he's saying, I'm not going to fall into a trap. Sir, you are in a greater trap than you think. You are in a greater trap than you think.
The government which does not promote corruption. Remember, this is the prime intention.
This is the corruption of the highest order.
Your government is being accused of corruption by your own party member called Subramanian Swamy. Your government is being accused of corruption by your own party member called Subramanian Subramanian Swamy. You understand the consequences of what's going on. I'm sorry. Let's go to the bigger issue.
These are minor debates. These are minor debates.
Just a minute. You look at the situation here. Swamy, perennial agent provocateur within the BJP, concede tonight, and let's not defend ourselves too harsh, concede that the BJP was a divided house on the Raghuram Rajan issue. He spoke out against him, called for his resignation, R Venkatesh, right? And the government said it doesn't agree. But eventually it was Swamy who prevailed, with Rajan choosing to quit. Who's calling the shots? Is it the government or is it Swamy? While Narendra Modi, Amit Shah and Arun Jaitley distanced themselves from Swamy's campaign against Rajan, the fact remains that connecting Rajan's exit to Swamy is an obvious inference to draw. The timing of Rajan, of course, is suspect, and the way he did it, but doesn't it end up undermining the entire party leadership? Point 3. The chief economic advisor is the Prime Minister's appointee. If someone has to remove him, Mr. Venkatesh, it has to be the Prime Minister of India. Maybe the Prime Minister will take the advice of the Finance Minister of India. You don't need a Swamy in it. Where does Swamy come in is a legit question to ask, because all this is not limited to economic issues alone. Ram Temple, Article 370, politics in Uttar Pradesh. Who decides the agenda? Subramanian Swamy on his early morning Twitter conversations? Or has this country elected a government? The country has elected a government. The government is supposed to govern, not have a parallel advice of Subramanian Swamy on every single contentious issue every morning on Twitter. Will this government be operated on Twitter? There has to be a red line for all this. R Venkatesh.
Media can give opinion.
The question is of discipline. R Venkatesh.
You can talk about freedom of expression.
Arnab, the charge against the BJP government is that you take all the directions from the RSS, and it is a monolith party. But when there are multiple voices, you also charge the same party of being indisciplined.
Come on, you're giving the same democracy argument.
No, I'm not giving the democratic argument. I'm saying this, at least withdraw the charge that the RSS runs the BJP government. At least withdraw the charge. You can't have both the charge. Both the charges
Which charge should be withdrawn?
Both the charges cannot be there.
Which charge?
Both the charges cannot.
Which charge, sir? Which charge? Which charge?
You cannot say that the RSS is controlling the entire BJP, so it is a monolith and it will act or dance to the dictates of Nagpur. So at least to that extent, you have to say there are multiple voices, so there is no single...
this is not called multiple voices, sir. This is more than that. This is more than... I'll let Rahul Narvekar respond.
You may say whatever it is. No, please understand. If there is going to be multiple voices, you call it indiscipline, I call it flowering of democracy. What is the problem there?
What about Congress?
What is the problem?
Let me get...
Can you ever think that this type of open debate will ever happen in the Congress party?
Oh, this is open
where somebody can
This is open debate.
Now, where is it that ever you could have even charge that of some wrongdoing on, say, Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi or anything? Nothing can be done. Can you do the same thing in ADMK or BSP or even the communists? Now, this is something new to India. Please understand, this is inner party democracy.
Let me tell you. One second. Just can I say something to M R Venkatesh? Having Aruna Roy as the head of the NAC, something which you were extremely critical of as some kind of parallel function, accountable to nobody but themselves, was also something unique at that time. You were the person who was saying Aruna Roy cannot be a parallel power center, NAC cannot run, Janpath cannot decide what happens in government. No, you understand today. You understand, let me give you... No, you understand. Let me give you a specific example. I'll get Rahul Narvekar into the debate. Watch Rahul Narvekar into the debate. You see, on the 21st of April 2016, Subramanian Swamy gets up in the morning and he says, time to get a new Attorney General. And he follows up by saying, I think we should get a new Solicitor General as well. Throw these two out.
So what's the problem?
No, what's the problem?
Everybody has the right to speak up.
Oh, that's democracy.
Whether you agree or not, that is up to government.
That's democracy, you're saying.
But government can agree or not disagree.
Okay, Rahul Narvekar, democracy at work is the argument being presented tonight. Rahul Narvekar,
no, why not?
Okay, you are saying democracy at work. Democracy.
Can you ever show me one party where, can you ever show a single DMK MLA ever criticizing Karunanidhi? Can you show one MLA criticizing Mayawati? Can you show one MLA criticizing Mamata? Now, why do you say this? That it will never happen. The moment it happens, they will be beaten black and blue. Please understand that.
Beaten black and blue.
So they will never raise their voice. Yes. Completely, they will be removed. Black and blue, don't take it physically, sir. Don't. It is only a metaphor.
All right, Rahul Narvekar.
This is part of. It is a political game plan.
Rahul Narvekar will respond. Rahul Narvekar, Ajay Alok have to respond, and M B Rajesh has not come to the debate yet.
Swamy is doing the job. You must be very happy, sir, that you are not doing the job. Now you are defending the government on its performance. Now you are saying that the government is doing well. Swamy is wrong. Are you saying that the government is doing well? Then you should never criticize this government for the economic performance. Now you cannot be running with the hares and hunting with the hounds. You are saying that the government is doing well, Mr. Arvind Subramanian is doing well, Mr. Jaitley is doing well, then concede now that Mr. Subramanian Swamy is wrong, government is right, the performance of the government is right.
Concede. One second. MR Venkatesh, one second. MR Venkatesh, I want Rahul Narvekar to come into the debate, but you concede, and you concede right now. You concede now that you are a divided house on the Ram Temple issue. On the one hand, you have Subramanian Swamy who says the Ram Temple will be built by the end of 2016. He only knows how. On the other hand, the government says you will go by what the Supreme Court says.
It is the soul of the
I mean, I don't know. Rahul Narvekar on this ultimate confusion going on within the government and the ruling party and how expensive it could be. Rahul Narvekar on the debate, please. With MR Venkatesh, yes.
Building the temple can be a matter of.
Okay, so you are saying, okay, now listen. So what you're saying?
Temple is absolute.
Venkatesh.
You can say that I will build a temple on a court.
Venkatesh.
On a court order, I will build it on consensus. But I will build a temple.
Mr. Venkatesh, let me get Rahul Narvekar, please, and MR Rajesh. Otherwise, they are going to walk out. M B Rajesh. Otherwise, they are going to walk out of the debate tonight. They may not be Subramanian Swamy or have 3-4 million Twitter followers, but they have a right to be heard. What you're saying tonight is that Subramanian Swamy is the BJP's official kite flyer. He flies a kite every morning, he tests the waters. And you call this democracy at work. Rahul Narvekar on the debate. Rahul Narvekar is taking him on. Rahul Narvekar.
Ram temples.
Rahul Narvekar only Rahul Narvekar. Rahul Narvekar, please. Yeah.
Rahul,
please come into the debate yourself.
Has finished his passionate defense about the Bharatiya Janata Party and Mr. Subramanian Swamy. I would like to put across certain facts which completely expose the Bharatiya Janata Party as well as Mr. Subramanian Swamy.
Yeah.
The office of the Chief Economic Advisor of the government is not a small office. It can only be appointed by the highest authority in the government. Casting aspersions on the credibility of this office is casting aspersions on the judgmental powers of decision-making powers of the government itself. So in a way, Mr. Subramanian Swamy has given a very, like you say in Hindi, ghar ka prasad diya gaya hai. That's what Mr. Subramanian Swamy has indulged him. And yes, of course, I should congratulate him for speaking out the mind of most of the people that this government is absolutely clueless about what they are doing. Number one. Number two, let me tell you that Mr. Subramanian Swamy and the Bharatiya Janata Party are only playing the good cop, bad cop theory. Nothing more than that. Mr. Swamy says something, he is not being checked or put into place by his own government. However, the government comes up, the ministers try to differentiate themselves from what Mr. Swamy has said. That is only a political tactic to get what they want without doing it themselves. We've seen that in the case of Mr. Raghuram Rajan.
No, one second. Rahul Narvekar, I want to ask you a follow-up question on that. So what you're saying, Rahul, a follow-up question to you. Please hear me. Please hear me, Rahul Narvekar. I have a question to you. So what you're saying tonight is that Sambit Patra is not able to promise a Ram temple by the end of 2016 because he doesn't want to be in contempt of the Supreme Court. But here is a person called Subramanian Swamy who does not care about such subtleties, who can say, I can build a Ram temple tomorrow. Sambit Patra is happy. 1 minute. Sambit Patra is happy. Sambit Patra is happy with that line that people like Sambit Patra are shooting off Swamy's shoulder. That's the question tonight. That's the question tonight.
Good cop, bad cop.
Rahul has no right to speak.
Ratan Sharda
Rahul is wrong.
Ratan Sharda.
Swamy has gone to court. He says he'll use legal method. He will take people along. He has gone to the court to speed up the matter. What is wrong in that? It is illegal to speak about that.
Does he decide the pace of the court?
Yeah, he will persuade the court.
He can ask the court to intervene.
Why not?
He cannot say.
Can't he go to the court?
He cannot give a
pray
deadline.
to the court to speed up the case. What is wrong in that?
Can he give a deadline?
If he goes through the road, you said he's against the law. If he takes law,
the question
he goes to the legal.
The question
if he goes to courts, you say why he's going to courts?
No. M B Rajesh into the debate.
He goes to the court. What is wrong with that?
M B Rajesh, is it
going to court? Is it wrong?
M B Rajesh, yeah, it's wrong.
Why it is wrong? Court is there. The case is already there.
Because
last 40 years it is there. It is creating enmity between communities. Let it be closed fast.
M B Rajesh,
you just want to drag it on.
M B Rajesh, your views on this duality, and do you accept the response that has been given by the RSS very strongly for Subramanian Swamy, who's the RSS's favorite? I know that.
You talk of Ram
I know
temple,
that. M B Rajesh on the debate tonight. You should then condemn what Swamy has said because he cannot impose deadlines based upon Uttar Pradesh elections. Subramanian Swamy cannot time the decision of the court on the Ram temple with the Uttar Pradesh elections.
What is wrong?
Well, he can't do that. He can't do that. Your party has a position.
Courts cannot be forced.
M B Rajesh.
He can only persuade. He can only argue.
M B Rajesh. Yeah.
Arnab, there is a famous book titled Arnab. There is a famous book titled The Story of an Economic Hitman, and here Mr. Subramanian Swamy has actually become a political hitman for the Sangh Parivar, who is mercilessly hitting economic advisors of Modi government, whether it is Raghuram Rajan or Arvind Subramanian. And this Subramanian Swamy is nothing more than a sophisticated Sakshi Maharaj. The only difference is that Sant is wearing saffron, this Swamy is not wearing saffron. That is the only difference.
Can you deny his facts?
This is nothing.
You laughed at him when 2G came up.
More than dirty tricks by Sangh Parivar to cover up abject failures of Modi government. Our economy is in a mess, our banking sector is in a mess, and the government is trying to
Are you supporting Swamy?
They are trying to cover up
Sambit.
See, let me be very, right now I was listening to Mr. Rajesh. He said that Subramanian Swamy is required because he is a hitman of RSS. I mean, you cannot have both sides of the coin. You say that RSS is the remote control. Why does the remote control need a hitman? Today, you yourself have demolished your own argument. Your own argument over the years has been the RSS just has to press the button.
He has not demolished your argument. Rather, he's right.
And now you are saying
that
RSS has many problems with this government. So why a hitman when the
RSS has many problems with the government? We have come to know.
Let me complete.
Many of the organizations of the RSS, like Shramik Sangh, like Rashtriya Samiti, all have raised objections about the government economic policy, and they have real problem with that. Excuse me, Mr. Sambit Patra, आप किसी पात्र के नहीं रहेंगे, आप सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी से दुश्मनी मत कीजिए. Your biggest problem is contradiction between yours.
Indiscipline.
If Mr. Swamy's charges are true, then the Prime Minister should be blamed. And if Mr. Swamy's charges are false, then means he is a hitman of RSS. He is targeting Prime Minister.
Forget that.
Either of the things are true.
Arnab,
don't.
The major question is,
and don't beat around the bush.
All those who are saying so intolerant till yesterday to us are saying why so tolerant?
Charges is right or wrong?
Till yesterday you always saying why so intolerant?
Are correct,
and today morning you are saying why so tolerant?
He says
how can you have both the questions together posed to us?
That means RSS is targeting Prime Minister and the economic advisor. What Mr. Rajesh said is true.
Let me give you another example. Sambit Patra, one second. Ajay Alok, I'll give you another example. Concede today you are a divided house on the deadline for the abrogation of Article 370. You have Subramanian Swamy who has gone and told the whole country, don't worry, ho jayega. it will be done by the end of 2017. Now, will you guarantee, and you guarantee on Newshour tonight that that is the case, given that you have a government with Mehbooba Mufti and the PDP in Kashmir, or will you 1 minute, you tonight, you Sambit Patra, because you've been really going on and on unstopped on this. You say tonight,
on and on.
You're saying you're not going to be in a trap, you're in a mudslide falling into quicksand, and you say you're not going to be in a trap. Sambit Patra, 1 minute, you tell me, will you categorically, will you confirm?
He's beating around the bush.
Yeah, beating around the bush here. Tell me, Sambit, will you reject what Subramanian Swamy has said about the abrogation of Article 370 by the end of 2017? Will you agree with him, or will you reject what he says? Please take one of the two options.
Yes, I agreed with Subramanian Swamy.
I think he'll agree. What will you do?
Come on, Sambit.
No, just a minute. Hold on, Sambit, don't reply. Sambit, don't reply. Rahul Narvekar. Do you think Sambit Patra will agree with Subramanian Swamy on Article 370 or reject it? Rahul Narvekar, what do you think Sambit Patra will do? 1 minute, stop. Rahul Narvekar, what will he do? Yes, it's a quiz game. What do you think he'll do?
Now you want him to become the spokesperson.
What will he do? Rahul Narvekar, will he agree or disagree with Subramanian Swamy? Rahul Narvekar, what do you think he will do? Agree with Subramanian Swamy or fall in line or take him on? Will he take on Subramanian? Will he take him on? Will he take him on? Will he take on Subramanian Swamy or reject it to Article 370? Rahul Narvekar?
Sorry, Arnab, I have not got your question. Can you repeat it?
I'm asking you that since we are talking about a divided house, Subramanian Swamy has promised the people of India complete abrogation of Article 370 by the end of 2017. Simple categorical statement, May 2017. Don't worry, by the end of 2017, the BJP-led government will revoke Article 370. Clear statement, right? Now, we are being told don't hunt with the... do you think Sambit Patra will agree with that or disagree with that?
It is
no, 1 second.
Supriya Sule said.
Rahul Narvekar.
Swamy is talking the language which has been taught to him by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Right.
Please don't think that this is being done independently.
Watch it. Just let him speak. Rahul Narvekar.
This is only a good cop, bad cop theory. Something has been made to say by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. I want him to reply. There's too many voices.
The Bharatiya Janata Party tries to play the good cop.
Yeah, so Sambit Patra, do you agree with Subramanian Swamy?
I have no doubt in my mind.
Sambit Patra, do you agree with Subramanian Swamy?
That Mr. Swamy
only when Rahul Narvekar completes her answer.
The party and the government.
Okay, Subramanian Swamy says the 370 is over by the end of 2017. Agree or disagree, Sambit?
See, I'll tell you, as far as Subramanian Swamy is concerned, the debate is not Swamy. The debate is whether Mr.
What did I just ask you?
Whether the finance minister
What did I just ask you?
Has successfully made Indian economy.
What did I just ask you? Yeah, you can't answer your own questions. You can't answer your own questions. What did I ask you?
What is the achievement of this government?
What was my question? What was my question? What was my question?
Economy as the Swamy.
He doesn't have an answer.
What was my question?
Economy is the Swamy of the
What was my question?
BJP doesn't have an answer today.
What was my question?
I am going to speak on that achievement.
What was my question?
I would not like to fall into the traps dug by the JDU and the NCP.
What was the question I asked you?
Trap? You're doing a highest level of corruption by not letting the parliament function.
Okay, now what was the question I asked you?
If Subramanian
Ratan Sharda, please.
So I'll answer that question as well.
No, my question to you is, Sambit, what was the question I asked you? I asked you whether you agree or disagree with Subramanian Swamy. Look here, just wait a while. Take a deep breath. Take a pause, right? What's the time?
No,
47 minutes past 9. 47 minutes past 9. Look at the complete and utter confusion that you represent tonight. In fact, I have never seen you so unsure as you are tonight. You don't know which side you are on. You don't want to upset anyone. You don't want to upset the government. You don't want to upset Subramanian Swamy.
It is absolutely defined.
No. You don't want to. You see, by acting as the opposition within the government, Subramanian Swamy has become the Digvijay Singh of the BJP. The question is this. The question is this.
Opposition today. So let there be internal opposition.
Oh, so this is the creation.
Where is the NCP? Where is the Congress? Where is JDU? They have nothing to see in the Lok Sabha.
Fantastic.
They just block the Lok Sabha.
Fantastic.
So he's showing a mirror to the government. These are issues in the government.
Right.
So let government resolve or not agree.
Okay, Ajay Alok.
What is the problem with that?
Ajay Alok and Rahul Narvekar on one side.
Ajay Alok is a crisis. Married to JDU and Lalu Prasad, he cannot say anything.
Right.
Corrupt people in the jail. There is NCP which is running under the thumb of Pawar family. What he can say, they don't understand democracy. There is BSP running by Mayawati Bahanji. He cannot speak anything beyond what they say.
Mr. Sharda, Mr. Sharda, can I request you 1 minute to let him answer, please? Otherwise,
this
please.
high-headed
Please
volume sounded by Ratan Sharda is going to prove too costly for him, because Subramanian Swamy is the only unguided missile that will keep on hurting you, because you haven't learned from the wisdom of Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
I am fine.
Who never let people like Swamy come near close by.
I am not speaking for BJP.
And that's why you have got him, and you will get the taste of your own medicine, and you have started to get it.
Look at his facts,
you have started to get it, and you will get more medicines like this. Don't worry.
About his facts,
He is targeting the Prime Minister today. He is
not targeting Arvind Subramanian. You laughed at him.
He is targeting the Prime Minister. He is not targeting Arvind Subramanian.
You laughed at him. He raised coal laws, you laughed at him. He raised National Herald, you laughed at him. So did it not happen? Was he not proved correct? All his charges proved to be correct. So where were you at that time? You were laughing at him, and he got people into jail.
That Subramanian Swamy is incorrect.
So his facts are right.
Subramanian Swamy, one second. Ratan Sharda, 1 minute, please wait a minute. The problem is you're not getting it. Swamy is not the only one. Sambit Patra, M R Venkatesh to be speaking out of turn in the BJP. Everybody speaks out of turn. Yogi Adityanath, Sangeet Som, Sadhvi Prachi, Sakshi Maharaj. Everybody is working at cross purposes with the government and the party. You don't care about that? Sambit Patra, you don't care about that? The BJP. Yes, Mr. Venkatesh. Venkatesh and Rahul Narvekar. Venkatesh and Rahul Narvekar. Venkatesh.
Your tag is Swamy versus Subramanian.
Venkatesh and Rahul Narvekar.
Now, please understand.
Just 1 second, please.
Now, when Swamy says that he will get the Article 370 abrogated, or when he says that I will build a Ram temple, whether there is a debate on whether the Ram temple will be built or whether it will be built by this year end. There are two aspects to the debate.
Rahul Narvekar.
No BJP person who has seen no BJP fellow can say that the manifesto which has clearly laid out abrogation of 370 and building of Ram temple is an integral agenda of the BJP. You can question the timing whether it will be done by December 31st of 2016, 2017, 2018. But nobody can question whether Ram temple can be built and abrogation of Article 370. These are two important agenda of the BJP. Let us be very clear about it. Swamy is only speaking only the agenda. Swamy can be questioned on the timing, not on the agenda.
Tonight will remember one thing, the basic argument that you put against the UPA government, dual power center is what you said. Now the BJP has been long critical and extremely critical of the dual power center the UPA was synonymous with, and it was true. Today, while that power center ultimately rests with the Prime Minister of India, don't the multiple voices emerging only compromise the image and agenda of the government? Rajiv Rudy once said there have always been differences between 10 Janpath and 7 Racecourse Road. As a result, UPA has never been effective in their 4-year term. Today, when the PMO and the BJP member of the Rajya Sabha are speaking in different lines, Finance Minister and a BJP member of the Rajya Sabha have different lines, why should the same logic not be applied? I am saying here today, are you saying he's just an individual? Are you saying he's like Robert Vadra, a private citizen? Are you saying he's a private citizen?
He's an MP, he's a leader in his own right.
Okay, Rahul Narvekar.
He's not a power center.
Rahul Narvekar, the last defense being presented by the RSS tonight seems to be that he's a kind of private citizen, like the Congress party says. Robert Vadra is. Rahul Narvekar responding to that debate.
Not Vadra.
That is a hypocritical.
He's an MP. He's a respected leader. He's not corrupt.
Yeah.
He's not grabbing land. Don't compare with Vadra, please.
Well, today
I will not take it.
I am saying.
You cannot say that.
I am saying the argument, sir.
I am
saying the argument. The argument.
You are comparing a totally honest person.
You have not even understood what I said. You have not understood what I said. You have not understood what I said. You have not understood what I have said. Ratan Sharda, if you
right discussion, don't bring wrong examples.
Can I, Ratan Sharda?
And I'm not here as an RSS person. I'm here as a person who understands economics.
Ratan Sharda,
you brought me for Swamy versus Subramanian. I'm speaking about that.
Just a minute. Now so that you understand. Now, please, are you going to? If you stop, then I can say something, sir. But if you don't stop, how will I speak? I don't want to speak over you. I don't want to speak over you, but I want to have my say. So you will please stop for 1 minute and tell you why. My point was that first, he's a social media force. He has immense impact. He's not just an individual. He has 3 million followers on Twitter. You rubbished the private citizen argument when it came to Robert Vadra, who isn't even a member of the Congress party. Today, you are making the hypocritical argument that your senior member in the Rajya Sabha speaks like an individual and not for the party of the government. I think that's nothing but double speak. This argument that the BJP has a deep sense of democracy, internal democracy, where all its members are representatives, can say what they say, do what they do, go where they go, because we are also ultimately accommodating, is a bogus argument.
No.
It's a bogus argument. It's a bogus argument.
What government does it?
Don't give me a bogus argument. It's a convenient and you have a convenient and bogus argument.
Government is not run by these people. Government run by Mr. Modi.
Sir,
and he does what he wants to do. Others can speak, they cannot act. Act is done by the government. Has government not acted for last 2 years? Has government not delivered for last 2 years?
I'd say
let
this.
people speak.
Ratan Sharda, there is another person who wants to say something here, and that person is Rahul Narvekar. If you're going to be so disciplined, Rahul Narvekar, you're not going to get your turn. As you understand nowadays, you know, even in the BJP, discipline does not pay. Sambit Patra,
even in times not
I hope Sambit Patra does not get encouraged by this and become more indisciplined as a BJP member. You never know. Yes, please. Rahul Narvekar and M B Rajesh, back to the debate. M B Rajesh, please come in freely. It's not a structured debate, so you can come in when you want. Rahul Narvekar. Yeah.
You may try to instigate.
Rahul Narvekar. Yeah. Rahul Narvekar.
Whether the Bharatiya Janata Party and the government of India agree with what Mr.
Yeah.
The question is whether the Bharatiya Janata Party and the government of India, do they agree with what Mr. Subramanian Swamy, who is a member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha of the Bharatiya Janata Party, if they do agree, they just come out and say yes.
Let others come.
And if they don't agree, then action speaks louder than words. They need to gag this person who is publicly making statements which are contrary to the views of the government.
Mr. Rajesh.
Any sensible government who has the intentions, a clear intention, would seriously take this action.
Yes.
But the fact that they don't take this action makes me even more suspicious with regards to the intent of this government.
Rahul,
and that's why I've come to the conclusion that they are only playing the bad cop, good cop game, and Mr. Subramanian Swamy is being made to say things which the government cannot do.
Mr. Rajesh also, M B Rajesh has not spoken, sir. M B Rajesh.
No, allow me to answer.
M B Rajesh, please, first, before you submit Patra, M B Rajesh.
I'm not answering.
No, that is why I said Subramanian Swamy is a hitman of Sangh Parivar. This Arvind Subramanian and Raghuram Rajan, Subramanian Swamy, all these people are on the same side as far as economic ideology and economic policies are concerned. Still, Raghuram Rajan and Arvind Subramanian had raised some issues or some serious doubts about GDP estimate, etc. And the Sangh Parivar, they are not even, they are unable to tolerate slightest of challenge or slightest of questioning. So that is why they are using Subramanian Swamy to attack and to tarnish people like Arvind Subramanian and Raghuram Rajan. And see,
Ajit Pawar talked
Sir,
about
you
paying
made
the dams.
RSS always use this tactics.
So once the remote control is there, why do we need a
tactics
hitman?
RSS has always used. They have got several hitmen. They have got several hitmen like Yogi Adityanath, Sakhi Maharaj, Sadhvi Prachi, and the only difference is that Subramanian Swamy is a good English-speaking hitman. That is the only difference.
The only difference between Xi Jinping and your leaders are that they belong to China and these people belong to India. That's the only difference. Such kind of arguments are not going to cut ice, but most importantly,
accepting, at least acknowledging Subramanian Swamy's freedom of expression.
The problem with the BJP today, they don't know whom to defend and whom to attack.
No, we know, don't worry.
On both sides of the coin, they have their own leaders.
Because we have not committed
Sambit Patra doesn't have guts to condemn Subramanian Swamy, because if Subramanian Swamy chides him, he will start crying. And at the same hand, Sambit Patra doesn't have any guts to condemn the Arvind Subramanian on his charges, because Arvind Subramanian is direct appointee of the Prime Minister. So they are in a catch-22 situation. So the best thing for Sambit Patra and others to beat around the bush, play their development and this and BJP, intra-party democracy, this and that, all bullshit crap. The single thing is, people of this country wants to know, is Subramanian Swamy correct? Or is Subramanian Swamy not correct? If Subramanian Swamy is not correct, please answer that. Very simple. If what Subramanian Swamy is speaking is correct, or it is not correct. And if it is not correct, then why you are not taking action against Subramanian Swamy? Why you are scared of Subramanian Swamy? Please answer this. You are answerable. You are in the government. Because Subramanian Swamy is making very grave charges. He says that you are conniving with Congress not to let this parliament function, which is a very serious charge of corruption.
Mr. Ajay Alok, I expect you to please mind your language. Don't use such unparliamentary words. But the question is, this is
not unparliamentary. Please go and check your dictionary.
Okay.
I just want to know whether Subramanian Swamy was correct or not. Because if he was correct, if Subramanian Swamy charges is correct, then this is the corruption of the highest order. Don't try and beat around the bush. Be on the specifics. Be on the specifics.
To the dictionary in the meantime.
Be on the specifics. No. Your problem is you cannot be on the specifics. You will keep on beating around the bush.
Allow me to speak.
See.
All these years,
you are a spokesperson of a national party. Be on the specifics.
Now you have been speaking about dual power center in BJP.
Don't beat around bush.
All these years you said that this is dictatorial.
Don't beat around bush.
That is exactly the point, Sambit.
How can you hold both these arguments together?
Sambit, I'll give you an example. Sambit, by the way, on the use of those two words, I can't expunge them, but I agree with Sambit. Sambit, listen, I'll give you one last attempt to make you see reason. Actually, you've seen reason. We are pretty much at the last 1 minute of the debate tonight. You held firm quite well, but in the process, television is a transparent medium. You have exposed tonight on television your sense of absolute uncertainty. You don't know who to support and who not to. You are really scared of taking on Subramanian Swamy while appearing to be in defense of the government. The duality, the confusion is visible tonight. Now listen, historically, you are not the first person in the middle of this magnificent quagmire. Let me tell you, incidentally, when there were major differences between Digvijay Singh and Chidambaram on the Naxal policy, it was Jaitley who said that the Home Minister is under gherao from this own party. In the BJP case, the party is under gherao from its own party men. Do you realize you have been gheraud? Sambit, you have been gheraued by your own party men. You don't know what to do.
Not at all.
Second point, you've been saying, not at all, don't protest too much. The BJP has been saying all along to the people of this country that you will provide strong, centralized leadership.
That my party is not corrupt, my government is not corrupt.
Is that the issue?
Because my government
is that the issue?
This is the corruption of the highest
Rahul Narvekar
charges is correct.
Till my last breath will not be confused.
Emotion does not substitute fact.
Works in this direction.
A display of emotion is not helping you tonight.
Government has already defended.
No.
A few tweets here and there. Does not tweak our confidence in the government. A few tweets here and there does not tweak our confidence. Remember, our confidence.
So why don't you criticize Subramanian Swamy?
So why don't you Ajay Alok as a counter? Ajay Alok as a counter. What? Ajay
Subramanian Swamy is wrong. If you have the courage and conviction about the government, say Subramanian Swamy is wrong. If you have courage and conviction about your government, say Subramanian Swamy is wrong. And we condemn Subramanian Swamy.
This guy is on bail, a convicted criminal on bail. He is running the government with his family. What do you have to say? Forget about Swamy. Speak about your own family. Speak about Lalu running the government with his own sons and daughters and wives. And you are talking about these things.
No personal.
Why it is Lalu is not personal? He is deputy chief minister. His whole family is running the show.
Listen.
Say Swamy is wrong. He has gone out of his mind.
You say Lalu is wrong.
You are saying few
You say Lalu is wrong. You have courage to say.
Stop. You made your point. Stop. Let him reply.
You don't follow double standards.
You got to wait for a while. Let him reply.
Don't follow double standards.
Taking charges at your government, at your chief economic advisor, who is the appointee of prime minister.
Government has already said. Government has already given a statement in the afternoon. Have you not seen the press conference? Mr. Jaitley, his whole team has put faith in Ajay Subramanian. Has he not done it already? Has he not already?
I would only say,
supported by the government
I would only say,
where is the need? The government is already supporting Arvind Subramanian. They have come out openly. So where is the question of Sambit Patra answering that? Well, government has already answered it.
221 days back.
Why are you not doing that?
221 days back, the Prime Minister himself had asked his party leaders not to address the nation out of turn, that he would not compromise on such an aspect. That was on December 2nd, 2014. Has a special rule been created for a person called Subramanian Swamy? Simple question tonight to Sambit Patra. Well tried, fantastic, well rehearsed display of emotion at the end, but it does not take away from the duality you are yourself experiencing tonight. Maybe at this point of time you will consider the position on it. I'll not take you through further agony, but I thank you very much for joining me. I won't take you through any further agony. I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.